Hey everybody, Mr. Siegel here. Happy Friday. Hope everybody is doing well. We made it to the end of the week. This is going to be the last really review fraction video, and then we're going to kind of move on next week to some other things. And today what we're doing is we're adding and subtracting mixed numbers with the common denominators. If the denominators are the same on fractions, it's very easy to add or subtract. You just add or subtract the numerator and keep the denominator the same. We are going to show you a couple of ways to do this, and whichever way is easiest for you is the way you're going to do your problem. So let's kind of come over here and we're going to say, what is a mixed number? Well, a mixed number is a whole number and a fraction. I'm using 6 3/4, and I'm going to add 4 1/4. So there's two ways I'm going to show you to do this. First of all, you can always turn these into improper fractions. 4 times 6 is 24, plus 3 is 27 over 4. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 1 is 17 over 4, and then you just add the numerators. 27 plus 17 equals 44 over 4. And then what you have to do is turn that back into a mixed number. How many times does 4 go into 44? 11 times. No remainder, no fraction. If you were to do this the other way, you're going to add the whole number, 6 plus 4, and that's going to be 10. And then you're going to add the fraction, 3/4 plus 1/4 equals 4/4. And 4/4 we know is equal to 1, so 10 plus 1 is going to equal that same number, 11. So that's how you do it. If you subtract, it's going to be the same thing, but here's what you have to be careful for. I'm going to give you a subtraction example, and let's say I'm going to use 6 1/4, and I'm going to subtract 4 3/4. I chose these numbers because you can't subtract 1 minus 3, right? You can't subtract a greater number. Since 1 is less than 3, you can't subtract. You have to borrow just like you would in any subtraction problem. So you're going to borrow from this 6 and make that a 5, and you need to add 1 to 1/4. Well, what is 1 with 4 as a denominator? It's 4/4. So basically what you're going to be left with is 5. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 5/4. And now you can do your subtraction. 5 minus 4 is 1. 5 minus 3 is 2. 4 is your denominator, and your answer would be 1 2/4. And you can also simplify that and make it 1 1/2, right? And if you were to do these as improper fractions, same thing. 4 times 6 is 24, plus 1 is 25 over 4. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 3 is 19. 4, you would just subtract 25 minus 19, which is 6 over 4. And when you turn that back into a mixed number, you get 1 2/4, or 1 1/2. Okay, I know I talked fast. There's a lot here, but if you just watch this again and maybe slow it down a little bit, you'll be able to do this, and you'll be able to do the problems I give you on your own, no problem. Okay, so have a good weekend, and we will see you next week.